Yeah, and it shows. Like I said, we saw in the ASAP Rocky trial that you had that passion, and it was evident in the way that you defended him. It was evident in the way that you even were able to communicate with the witnesses that you called up, whether that was 12E or whoever was up there. That you could tell that you were really passionate about that. And I want to get into that trial here in a second because I got a lot of questions, especially about your interactions with the prosecutor. Uh, Specifically, let's go to the beginning with the plea deal. I want to read you a quote from a tweet that I had saved at the beginning of the trial when we were covering the plea deal. And this person says, I'm sorry, but ASAP Rocky turning down a 6 month bid with 3 years probation versus a potential 24-year sentence when there's a video footage is the most insane ish I have ever seen an artist do in a long time. And I don't want to call that person out because that wasn't just one person. That was a
Oh, it's
lot of us, to be honest.
a lot of
Yeah.
people.
And I looked at it and I said, man, listen, if I'm in Rocky's situation, I don't know that I would take this to trial. And it's not a lack of confidence in the attorney, not a lack of confidence in the story, but it's thinking ahead. So, I mean, for you, what are those conversations that you and Rocky had? And what's your mindset when you see the prosecutors present something like that?
I got to be honest, I was a little pissed off because we had not discussed the plea throughout this whole case.
Yeah.
We didn't want a plea offer. He was innocent. He was maintaining his innocence, and we were going. We were going. They were either going to dismiss this because they had an extortionist as a witness. They had a guy who was a like a pathological perjurer as a witness,
Yeah.
or we're going to trial. At the last minute, they come in and offer a deal that you're damn right. I mean, it takes onions, Eric, to turn that deal down when you're facing 2 decades in jail, right? He's got Rihanna, two little babies, but six
Yeah.
months is really 3 months, right? And so, but it's not that simple. It was also a plea to a assault with a semi-automatic weapon. It was a
Yep.
7 year suspended sentence. It was 3 years probation, which, if you know anything, I represented Meek Mill. We had the
Yep.
poor kid was on probation from 18 years old till now, until I got his case dismissed. But
Garbage.
they keep you're under their thumb when you're on probation, under their thumb. So it's like
Yeah.
if he crossed against the red, boom, there's another probation violation, another year. They could keep extending it. Moreover, his career was over. It's over. He couldn't travel out of the country. He couldn't do tours. He loses the Gucci contract, the Puma deal
The
that he
Ray
had.
Ban.
Face Puma. Ray-Ban doesn't even have that. Ray-Ban was waiting. Okay, so Ray-Ban
Yeah.
doesn't even
Oh,
have
okay.
Gucci. I was on the phone with Gucci every week. They wanted an update. I mean, Puma was really great. Puma was Andrea Rosen, their general counsel, was amazing. She understood our process, but I mean, of course, everyone needs to know the outcome. How do you plead guilty to assault with a semi-automatic weapon? I don't care if he had one
Yeah.
hour in jail. It was game, set, match for his career. That discussion Rocky and I had lasted about 1 minute. 1 minute. Rocky, I'm duty bound to give you this plea offer. And I said it with like utter contempt. I said, here's the deal. You can do about 3 months. You know what you're
Mm-hmm.
facing. What do you want to do? He says, I don't want to do it. He goes, Joe, can we win? I go, no, we can't win. We're going to win. I said, we're
There you
going to win.
go.
He said, let's go. And I was like, let's go. And then this prosecutor went to the Rocky's family when we were not looking. We were,
It's
I said,
terrible.
he should take the plea. He should really take the plea. I mean, it was pathetic. It was horrible. But I also knew when someone does that to me, it's a sign of weakness. I knew
Exactly.
they knew what I was going to do to this Terrell Efron, who I told the jury in summation, they had a front row seat to the worst witness in American jurisprudence history, and played out that
Oh
way.